Hey everybody, it's Jamie. It's been a long time since I posted anything on this channel, and part of that reason was that once I finished all the classes on energy and chakras and so on, I was a little bit debating about where I was going to go from there. And I had a couple of ideas, a couple of thoughts of what I wanted to do, but then, of course, as for everyone, life just kind of got in the way. And I found myself just getting involved in a lot of different projects. And so I kind of neglected this channel for a while. But now I've decided that I really want to come back because I've got so much that I want to share with everybody. And instead of doing full, like, hour-long classes, I was thinking maybe I'll just pop on here for a few minutes every now and then, and we can just talk about things in the spiritual, metaphysical world, just about the universe and life and God and just all kinds of things. So one of the things I really want to share with you all tonight is that this is something that's been on my mind for a while. This whole idea of enlightenment. And what exactly is enlightenment? Well, I read in a book not too long ago, and I can't tell you which book. My apartment looks like a library. I have so many books. But the idea that enlightenment is a release of the ego. To be fully enlightened, you can't be holding on to your ego. I thought that was a really amazing thought, because what that's letting us know is that we're all here on this earth to learn. We're all here to grow, and we're all here to discover who we are as souls, who we are as spirits. Anyone who is portraying themselves as the guru on top of the mountain is not doing you or themselves any favors, because I don't think it matters how much you actually know or how much you've read, as in my case, how much you've read. It's how you are able to take those ideas and put them into action. Practical application is everything. All right? So with this idea of enlightenment being a release of the ego, for anyone to say, I'm so enlightened, actually means they're not. Because that means they're stepping back into ego again. When you release the ego, you do not need to make statements like, I'm so enlightened. I'm so awakened. I'm so smart. I'm so pretty. You don't need to do that because you have an acceptance and a love for yourself. You're just sitting in the moment. You're being still. You're just realizing who you are and what life is about. And you don't need to make those statements. And what I think is so interesting is that, and I've had a lot of metaphysical people disagree and argue with me on this. It'll be interesting to hear your opinion about it. But if we're going with that idea that enlightenment means releasing the ego, then aren't people who are working at Walmart or in the military or in a job that they may just not like, yet they go to every day to make sure that their kids have food on the table and that their family has a roof over their heads? How much more enlightened can you be? Then there's so many parents I know who are putting their own dreams aside just to make sure that their children are taken care of. That's a total release of the ego. So if that's a total release of the ego, aren't people working at Walmart just as enlightened as any healer or reader that you can possibly go and talk to? And like I said, I have a lot of people arguing with me about that idea. But I don't think that you have to be spiritual. I don't think that you have to be mystical or metaphysical to be enlightened. I also very much believe that everybody is intuitive. It's not just a chosen group of people who are intuitive or are able to do readings or are able to talk to the other side. Everybody has that ability. We're all highly intuitive, sensitive people because that is the way that we learn how to navigate through the world, and how we learn how to navigate with the other side, how we learn about the other side, how we're able to really navigate through our own hearts. So everybody is intuitive. The people who hold themselves up as being psychic or being the greatest mediums or being intuitive, they don't have any more gifts than you do. You are just as powerful and gifted as anyone else. The only difference is that people who do readings for others just have two gifts, like my two gifts. I'm able to trust in the intuition that comes through, and I'm able to communicate it. But my intuitive skills are no different than anybody else on the planet. We all have that intuition. It's just, are you trusting yourself? Which brings us to the last point for this video. Do not give away your power to anybody. That's something that people do on a regular basis that I see when I'm working at different fairs, or I have clients coming to me for readings and they tell me different things that other readers may have said to them, or they're just confused now. I feel like it's our job as readers and healers to help people feel empowered, to help people feel good about themselves. But it's really important that you follow through and you don't let anybody take away your power. If you do have to go for a reading because you just want some clarity or insight, then there are a lot of readers who are very happy to help you. But if there is someone who's telling you you're not powerful, you're not strong, you're not capable, you're not intuitive, they are so wrong. Trust yourself, love yourself, maintain your own power. Don't give it away to anybody. That is the biggest mistake you can make. And you can talk to people on the other side. Anybody can do it. Okay? Because I hear all the time from people who say, oh, I was out today and I saw a cardinal and I just knew it was my dad. Was it? Maybe it wasn't. Was it? I usually like to remind people that your first instinct, your first hint of intuition is usually the right one, because that comes through before your rational mind has an opportunity to step in. And then you overthink it. So trust yourself, everyone. You are just as gifted, just as beautiful, just as talented, just as intuitive, just as powerful as anyone else. Don't let anyone take away your power. Thank you, everybody. You just have a great night, and we'll talk again real soon like this, okay? If you would like any, have any comments you'd like to make, please just leave them here on the page. Thank you, everybody. Love you. You just have a wonderful life. Bye-bye.